Today, we're going to discuss how to convert a CSV file into a list in C#. A CSV file full of people, 10 rows of names and ages, and you want it as a real list of objects in C#. Not a data table, not a string array that you have to babysit, actually typed person object that you can loop through, query, and pass around like first-class data. Here's how IronXL gets you there in about 15 lines. So before we touch any code, make sure that you install IronXL via the NuGet. Open the NuGet package manager, search for IronXL, and you will see ironxl.xl by Iron Software. Go ahead and install it in your project, and you're set. That's the only dependency you'll need. Define a person class with name and age. Name as a string, age as an integer, and each row of the CSV becomes one instance of this. So it's a simple shape. It's easy to extend later if you need to add email or address or whatever else lands in the file. So next, load the CSV. Define your file path, then call workbook.loadCSV with that path. IronXL reads the file and then hands you back a workbook object. From here, it behaves like any other IronXL workbook, which means you get the same row and cell API you would use on a real Excel file. Now the setup before the loop. Then declare a bool called isFirstRow set to true. And that flag is the trick. Skip header row using isFirstRow flag and continue. No hard-coded row indexes required. You loop through every row in the first worksheet with a for each. On the first iteration, isFirstRow is true, so flip it to false and call continue. The header is gone. While you're at it, skip empty rows using isEmpty. Empty rows are the kind of thing that crashes a parser at 3 in the morning, so handle them up front. For every row that survives, call toArray on the row to get the cells as an array. Build a new person with the first cell mapped to name, and use int.parse on the second cell, parse to age. Then call add on your list to push the new person in. And that's 3 lines of work per row, and you're done. All right, to prove it worked, loop through the people list and console.writeLine, the name and age for each one, and we'll run it. Exit code 0, and 10 clean records in the console. Header row skipped, data mapped to person objects, and that is exactly what we promised. That's your CSV to typed list pattern in C# with IronXL. You load the file, you skip the header, you skip the empties, you map each row into an object and push it into the list. What's cool is the same shape works for any CSV that you pointed at. So if you're interested in learning more, we have a full IronXL documentation that lives at our website. And that's it, your CSV to type list in C# with IronXL. You load the file, you skip the header, you skip the empties, and you map each row into an object, push it to the list. What's cool is it works for any CSV that you pointed at. All right, we hope you found this tutorial helpful. If you are interested, IronXL has a free trial on our site if you want to download and install the package. There's a link in the description. And if you want more C# data wrangling shortcuts, we got many more coming in this channel, so make sure you subscribe.